which would be the right of today's Republican Party, frankly.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? You know?
But that is so rare, and those are so few, like they were talking about on the American Dream, like a pro-life Democrat.
Well, they're old guys.
You're voting for the party of death if you vote for a Democrat who pretends to be pro-life. You're putting people like Schumer and Pelosi, pro-death people, in charge of the country by doing that. It's ridiculous. You can't do that. And the Jews in this country need to wake up. The Republican Party, clearly, us Christians nowadays, are the ones defending the Jews and defending Israel.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Love you. Have
Take
a
care.
great day.
Love you, Joe. Take care.
See you, Joe.
Bye. Let's take a call from, Bob Carr. Bob Carr, welcome to the show.
Well, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, good to have you calling now. For folks, this is Bob Carr. He's running for U.S. Senate seat in the primary in August against a couple other guys, but hopefully maybe you'll have a shot against Debbie Stabenow in the fall.
Well, I expect to do that. The lost vote's the agriculture vote, and the farmers have this website, put Bob Carr on agcommittee.com. That's about 11% of the vote. And so the candidates that run without being able to get themselves on the Agriculture Senate Committee, which is what Debbie Stabenow has always sold herself, is not going to be able to win.
Right.
Because the Republicans, they cross over and vote for her because they want a senator on the Senate Agriculture Committee. So the farmers came to me and said, you've been on farms all your life, and this is what we're going to do. So if you go to put Carr on agcommittee.com, you'll see a website there about my farming days.
Oh, that's awesome.
What's the picture of you on a tractor?
Farm boy.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, Bob. Of all the candidates we've got running, you are the guy that really is doing more shows, more grassroots. If I could bottle the energy that you have, I most certainly would, and I'd make $1 million at it because you are really working your tail off, and I want to commend you for that because you're really making the effort, and I appreciate that as a voter. So I really do appreciate that you make the effort to call into shows, not just this one, but other shows, and do the best you can.
Well, I had heard you were talking about education and pensions, and I don't know if that is somebody called me and asked me to weigh in, but I was wondering, my wife, as we travel, we left home on the 15th of January. We're in a motorhome. She teaches in different schools 2 or 3 times a week. When they book me, we also book her. And she's doing substitute teaching, and she's learning about Michigan education. She's not just strong about education. That's one of the candidates' lines. And she's having a great time. But what we have learned is that the substitute teacher, Karen has a master's. They always put her in some of the very specialties because of her master's. Gets $75 a day. And she'll go to work at 8 in the morning and be done around 4 in the afternoon. And if you work the numbers, it's just really bad. And
$75 a day?
There are no benefits at all. She does it because she loves it, and we're doing it because we want to know about the schools. But I think we need to start thinking about teachers having to get out of class, having substitutes to come in who are really talented. And so many of them don't even have a teaching degree because, most people don't want to work for $75 a day.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an outrage. I've never understood why substitute teachers work so cheap. And I think a lot of them do that as a way to get their foot in the door. And I think the school system knows that. So they're like, we'll just pay cheap because we know these people want to get their foot in the door. Right. That's kind of the way
maybe, but I think there's some improvement needs to be done. And I just wanted to state that because the Republican Party, wherever we go, I think the first question we get asked is, well, which school did you teach in today? Because it's just been a great experience. Yeah. And I don't know if anybody who ever ran has done that before. Grassroots is very important. There's so much money wasted. The other 2 candidates, according to what I've seen so far, have not caught on fire, and they've put in millions of dollars in ads and all kinds of things. I went to a wassail the other night. I think I stole the show, and my dad happened to be born there, and I moved a steam engine there. And they're trying to move a steam engine, and they need some help because they can't get it moving. I said, I'll take care of it. But my point is that they're traveling with a staff of 10, and they're paying the staff and all that kind of thing. And somebody's donating that money to these people. Right. Why don't you just get out and go wherever you can and talk to people?
Yeah. Hey, what about?
It's just a different philosophy. I used it in 1996, and I was outspent 20-1, and of course I don't want to do that this time. And I got almost 60% of the vote because it's about message. Getting on stations like yours, which is a message station, you have a message, and I love the challenge of participating in your message. So
Okay.
if you have any questions for me, I'll be glad to answer them.
What are you doing in Metro Wayne, whereas Joe, our mutual friend, knows you have to win at least 30% to take the state?
Well, I went to a Republican gathering today in Metro Wayne. I'm in Detroit and Wayne County every weekend. Oakland County. There's so many places to be and so many needs. And I'm just comfortable there because I've worked in inner cities and in metropolitan places, and here I am, the farm boy. And so, just get out, talk to people, not necessarily on one-on-one, but wherever we go, we hand out a card that people love because it's got the picture of the Round Island Lighthouse on it, and we chat. And, it's not so much that I meet a lot of people, but I had a wise old owl who was a state senator. I said, George McManus, said, you sat about 4 or 5 tables. I said, there's 1,000 people here. He says, that's right. But the word got around, and I've never forgotten that.
Yeah, so make sure you hit all those churches. If you can get into the congregations down in Metro Detroit, that's probably a really good place.
I have been told not to tell you this, so I will tell you this. I've always done churches. The soup kitchen that Karen and I and another couple, here's a strange for you, a soup kitchen that another couple and I founded in Benton Harbor 37 years ago, is run by 30-some churches. I'm there every so often. It's missed 3 meals in 37 years. And so every Sunday we are in churches in Detroit. And I take my tag off, and I go in there, and we've been the black churches, Catholic churches, Lutheran churches, all kinds of churches, all nation churches, and it's a great, great experience. Every one of these churches are filled with talent. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
It's just amazing. And so tomorrow I think we're going to St. Paul's.
Well, you must remember there's besides the churches in Detroit, you also have to hit the cemeteries because that's the majority of the voters in Detroit come from the cemeteries, okay? So you have to convince those voters.
I am actually calling you from the Metropolitan Seventh-day Adventist Church in Livonia.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Know where that is.
Because people who are in churches, I think, are a great resource to get involved in helping their communities.
Yeah. Okay, well, Bob, we're coming up on
glad to call in.
Yeah, we're coming up on a hard break. Make sure you call us again, and I always love getting your calls because you're entertaining for sure. So.
And we're working on that debate. Yeah, we are working on the debate. It's.
Oh, you are.
Oh, yes, we have not forgotten that. Okay.
I can't wait.
All right. Take care, Bob. Appreciate the call.
Bye-bye.
All right. So you got to love Bob Carr. He makes the effort. He's out there calling in to shows.
You don't have to beg him to call in.
You don't have to beg him to call. And you know what? I'm just going to say this to all you Republican candidates across the board. Primary's coming. Get out and look at the conservatives and try to win the primary, right? You just got to do it. Try and get your independence if you can do it, too, at the same time. But,
and advertise in the current, too.
Advertise in the current. That's a good one. Yes, absolutely. So, whether you're running for governor, senator, state house, state senate, whatever, you guys need to get out as Republicans. Try doing a little marketing. Guys, if we're not hearing from you, you're not marketing. A show like this, if nothing else.
Yeah.
It's free advertising. Who doesn't take free advertising, you morons? All right. Well, it just gets my goat when
I noticed that.
Well, it's the Republicans, right? They're just they don't market themselves. It's not our strong suit, never has been. And I don't understand why. There's good business marketing people who are conservative. Why aren't we utilizing them? Why do we keep going back to these same crappy lobbyists in Lansing who think they know it all, and they don't? Because they keep losing. Why do you keep doing that?
Well, that's kind of inbred who their campaign, sources are. Hey, we'll try this guy. We've used him before. Yeah.
Okay, so we will see you on the other side of the break, and I want to kind of shift back into the tariff mode. So we'll see all of you on the other side. See you in a minute.
People are always on the go, driving to work, running errands. How do they keep informed? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for the latest issues, discussed by hosts like Joe Pags, Fayrone X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business with Wham Radio and whamradio.com. Whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. Tough new gun laws in Florida raise the age to buy a gun to 21 while imposing a 3-day waiting period.
What's historic is we were able to get the left and the right to come together, put aside all political differences, and focus on what the American people want. And what we all want is our kids safe in school.
Andrew Pollock's daughter was among those killed in last month's school shooting. The NRA is suing. President Trump pardons former U.S. Navyman Christian Saucier for taking photos in a restricted area of a submarine back in 2009.
I was at work as a garbage man, and my wife texted me and said, "You've been pardoned." And I kind of thought she was messing with me, so I said, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then she sent me a picture of the actual signed pardon, and I couldn't believe it.
Saucier on Fox and Friends did 12 months in a federal pen. Fox News, we report, you decide.
You critics don't define our honor. You try to shame us for doing our job. You teach children to fear us, crowds to attack us, and good people to doubt us. But we will never back down from our sworn duty to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. We wake up every day, put on our badge, strap a gun to our hips, kiss our families goodbye, and put our lives between the law-abiding and any criminal who threatens their rights. We serve people of every color and creed, men, women, and children in violent, dangerous neighborhoods, because they have the same right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as CEOs, movie stars, and the political elite. We are Americans, and we are the American police officer. We stand with the National Rifle Association of America, and the NRA stands with us. Together, we're freedom's safest place.
Your bridge to recovery and wellness is WellBridge. WellBridge is redefining the rehabilitation and nursing care experience with the most amazing care facilities you've ever seen. All WellBridge locations offer a resort-like atmosphere, and their driving goal is to provide each guest with an epic experience. Here's former patient Evelyn Danielson from Brighton.
It was excellent. It wasn't only just the physical part of it, doing your exercises with them. It was the RNs, even down to the kitchen people that came in and said, "What can we fix you? What do you like? We'll try to do it for you." And everything with a smile. I couldn't get over. I would heartily recommend WellBridge.
For rehabilitation and nursing care, ask for something epic. Ask for WellBridge. In Brighton, Fenton, Novi, and Pinckney. Now looking for talented nurses and certified nurse assistants to join their growing team, WellBridge invites everyone to learn more about them at thewellbridgegroup.com. WellBridge, your bridge to recovery and wellness starts here.
And welcome back to Gary's rave, right? Ed's giving me grief about my music. I've never been to a rave.
On,
I
Gary.
always wanted to go to it. It's on my bucket list, right? I want to go to a rave. I don't want to take any of those
Got the
crazy
little
drugs
lights,
that
you know,
people
the
take,
little
but-
glow-in-the-dark lights.
Yeah, I just want to sit there and bop and sweat and go through the motions, whatever. Anyways, enough of Gary's rave. Right? Well, if you're looking for a little furniture, Amish Furniture Outlet, right? There's nothing. If you've been to some of the places where you buy furniture, you know it's a lot of garbage, right? But if you got Amish furniture, it's good, It's real wood.
quality work.
It's quality work. And Amish Furniture Outlet on M36 in Whitmore Lake, 734-449-8000. That's 734-449-8000. Great people, great products.